everyone and welcome to my The Young and the Restless official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless spoilers hint that Nick Newman may decide that he's not messing around this time. After Matt Clark is released from jail, Nick may determine that there's only one way to handle his longtime foe. Soon after Nick found out Matt was still alive, he vowed that Matt would land in prison or in a grave. That prison plan obviously didn't work out, so Nick may feel like Matt's grim fate is the only option. YNR spoilers say Matt's freedom will definitely reignite Nick's anger during the week of February 23-27. Nick will worry about Matt vanishing since he could be stalking the Newmans right there on the Newman ranch. It actually looks like Matt may wind up somewhere far away from Genoa City based on some behind-the-scenes leaks. There's evidence on CTL that Matt may land in Las Vegas and that Nick might track him there with some help from Adam Newman. Whatever the case, this just might be Matt's final chapter. Matt managed to cheat his own demise in the past and came back to haunt the Newmans, but Nick may promise that's not going to happen this time around. Nick can't risk leaving Matt alive and free since he could go after Noah Newman, Sharon Newman, or anyone else that Nick cares about. Since Nick will refuse to watch Matt inflict more damage on his family, he may think it's up to him to stop Matt once and for all. Matt previously acted like Nick wasn't capable of killing him, but Nick might prove him wrong. That's especially true since Nick seemingly headed down the road of addiction, which could affect his behavior and cloud his judgment. If the end of Matt Clark is truly in the works, will Nick be responsible? Could Adam help Nick get rid of the body and cover up any criminal activity? Regardless, the Young and the Restless spoilers say Matt and Nick have a wild final face-off coming up. So stay tuned for any disturbing news ahead for Matt. The tension in Genoa City is about to reach a fever pitch. For years, the Newman family has faced threats, betrayals, and heartbreaks, but nothing has tested Nick Newman like this. After the shocking revelation that Matt Clark is alive, a cold fire ignited in Nick's heart, a fire that refuses to be doused. Nick knows the past. Matt has returned before, cheating fate itself, tormenting the Newmans and leaving chaos in his wake. And Nick has vowed this time there will be no second chances. Ever since learning that Matt survived, Nick's mind has been haunted by the same thought: Matt must either face justice or he will pay the ultimate price. The plan to put him behind bars has already failed, leaving Nick in a dark, unforgiving place where only one resolution seems possible. And now, with Matt finally free from prison, the simmering storm inside Nick threatens to erupt. Spoilers hint that during the week of February 23-27, Nick's anger will reach a dangerous boiling point. Every shadow, every creak in the Newman ranch might signal Matt's presence, and Nick can't help but imagine the worst. Could Matt be watching them even now? Could he be planning his next move against Nick's family, against Noah, against Sharon, against anyone Nick holds dear? The weight of responsibility presses on him, and with every passing moment, the stakes climb higher. Behind the scenes, whispers suggest that Matt's story might be coming to a close, though not before a journey far from Genoa City. Reports indicate that Matt could end up in Las Vegas, a city of lights, luck, and dangerous choices. And if the rumors are true, Nick might not face this alone. Adam Newman, ever the unpredictable ally, could join Nick on this perilous hunt, tracking Matt across state lines in a high-stakes chase where the line between justice and vengeance blurs with every mile. Matt has always underestimated Nick. In the past, he mocked the idea that Nick could ever strike decisively, that Nick could ever hold the reins of fate. But this time, Nick is different. Consumed by a mix of fear, rage, and a growing darkness in his own heart, he's prepared to cross lines he once swore he never would. The world Nick knows, the world of love, family, and legacy is under threat, and he won't stand by while Matt destroys it piece by piece. And yet, Nick's path is far from clear. Recent struggles hint that he may be grappling with addiction, a force that could cloud his judgment, sharpen his impulses, and make him unpredictable, even dangerous to himself. In this volatile state, Nick's decisions carry even heavier consequences. Every choice he makes could tip the balance between saving his family and losing himself entirely. The looming question hangs over Genoa City like a storm cloud. If Matt Clark's final chapter is truly being written, will Nick Newman be the one to close it? And if the unthinkable happens, if Matt meets a grim fate, will Adam step in to help covering tracks, protecting Nick from the law, and binding the final pieces of this deadly puzzle together? The Young and the Restless promises a confrontation that will shake the very foundations of the Newman family. The face-off between Matt and Nick is inevitable, and when it comes, it will be wild, it will be tense, and it could very well be the end of Matt Clark as we know him. Nick's determination, fueled by love, fear, and unrelenting anger, sets the stage for a showdown where nothing is certain and everything is at risk. So brace yourselves, Genoa City fans. The past collides with the present, dark secrets come to light, and one man's vengeance might finally meet its mark. The question is not just whether Matt survives, but whether Nick can survive the consequences of what he might do. The countdown has begun, and when these two collide, the fallout could leave no one untouched. The shadows are long over Genoa City, and the tension is almost unbearable. Nick's mind races as he plots his next move. Matt Clark has always been a ghost in his life, a specter who emerges from the darkest corners just when things seem safe. But this time feels different. This time, Nick can feel it in his bones. Matt's freedom isn't just a threat. It's a ticking time bomb, one that could obliterate everything he loves if he doesn't act. Behind closed doors, Nick wrestles with the storm inside him. Rage pulses through every vein, but so does fear. The fear that one wrong move could destroy not just Matt, but himself, his family, and everything he's fought to protect. His thoughts flicker between memories of past betrayals and flashes of the future he desperately wants for his family. And somewhere in that mix, a darker impulse begins to take hold. Nick knows what he must do, but can he live with what it will demand? Meanwhile, Matt Clark remains an enigma. He is cunning, slippery, and dangerous, the kind of man who has escaped death more than once. Yet the whispers of behind-the-scenes hints suggest that even Matt may finally meet his end. But endings are never simple in Genoa City. And if Nick and Matt are to collide, it will be in a battle that is as much psychological as it is physical. A deadly chess match played with family trust and morality as the stakes. Enter Adam Newman, unpredictable as ever. If Nick decides to track Matt to Las Vegas, Adam could be his reluctant ally, a partner in a high-stakes game where loyalty is tested, secrets are currency, and the law is a distant concern. Together, they could corner Matt, but the question remains, can they control the fire they've ignited? Because when desperation meets anger, the line between justice and vengeance disappears in a heartbeat. The stakes couldn't be higher. For Nick, this is not just about stopping a threat, it's about protecting the people he loves most. Every shadowed corner of the Newman Ranch, every glance at Noah and Sharon, every echo of Matt's past crimes fuels his determination. He can't risk letting history repeat itself. And as Nick's obsession grows, so too does the possibility that he may go further than ever before, crossing boundaries he once swore he never would. But Genoa City is a place where nothing stays buried for long. The fallout from Nick's choices, whatever they may be, will ripple through the lives of everyone he holds dear. Friends, enemies, family, no one will remain untouched. And Matt Clark, the man who has haunted the Newman name for so long, may finally discover that his luck has run out. In the coming days, viewers will witness a collision that has been decades in the making. A showdown that promises heartbreak, rage, and moral reckoning. A confrontation where Nick Newman may prove that he is not a man to be underestimated, and where Matt Clark may finally meet the fate he has so long avoided. The end game is near. The tension is suffocating, and when the dust settles, Genoa City may never look the same again. Because in this story, survival isn't just about escaping danger, it's about facing the consequences of your own choices. And Nick Newman is about to learn just how far he is willing to go to protect the people he loves and the price he may pay when vengeance finally comes calling. The night falls over Genoa City like a velvet curtain, dark and heavy, carrying with it a sense of foreboding. Nick Newman stands alone in the shadows of the Newman Ranch, the cold wind brushing against his face, stirring memories he can't shake. Matt Clark, alive, free, dangerous, every heartbeat is a warning, a drumbeat echoing in his chest. He's still out there, and Nick knows with terrifying clarity that this time there can be no mistakes. The camera of the mind focuses on Nick as he paces the floor of his office, his jaw tight, his hands trembling just slightly. This is no longer a game. Every plan to imprison Matt has failed. Every negotiation, every attempt at control has been rendered useless. And the thought of Matt hunting down his family, Noah, Sharon, even himself, fills him with a cold rage that burns hotter than anything he's felt before. We cut to Matt somewhere far from the city lights of Genoa City. Las Vegas. Neon lights blare around him, the city's chaos mirroring his own unpredictable nature. He's smiling, but it's the kind of smile that chills to the bone. A man who believes he's untouchable, invincible, a ghost who has always cheated death. But in the shadows, danger is closing in, a storm he can't see but can feel creeping toward him with every step. Back in Genoa City, Nick is no longer thinking like the man he once was. Anger, fear, and an inner darkness are colliding, creating a version of Nick who is decisive, unyielding, and dangerous. And yet, this darkness is not blind. It's sharpened by love. Love for his family, for the life he refuses to lose. Every thought of Noah, every memory of Sharon's trust, every vision of the Newman legacy under threat fuels his determination. Matt will not hurt them again, not if Nick has anything to say about it. Enter Adam Newman. The tension between the brothers is palpable, a delicate balance of trust, rivalry, and history. Adam has always danced on the edge of morality, and now he may be the key to stopping Matt Clark once and for all. Together, they form a reluctant alliance, a plan to hunt Matt down, track him across state lines, and finally bring him to justice or exact vengeance. The stakes are life and death. Every step is a gamble. Every decision could tip the scales irreversibly. The story shifts like a cinematic crosscut, fast, sharp, and heart-pounding. Nick boards a private jet, his eyes fixed on the horizon, his mind rehearsing every possibility. Adam is beside him, calm, calculating, but his presence is a reminder that in Genoa City, no alliance is permanent, no loyalty absolute. The air crackles with anticipation, every moment stretching taut with danger. Matt may be clever, but Nick has a resolve forged in fire, a man who has survived heartbreak, betrayal, and the weight of family legacy. And now he will do whatever it takes. The tension reaches its peak as the narrative turns inward into Nick's thoughts. What is he capable of? The past warns him. Matt has taunted, manipulated, and survived. But Nick is no longer just reacting, he is acting with a purpose sharpened by fury and fear. He cannot leave Matt alive, not when his loved ones are at stake, not when the possibility of future pain looms like a shadow over every Newman heart. And yet, there is a dangerous beauty in the story. The emotional stakes are not just about revenge, but about love, family, and protection. Nick's rage is intertwined with grief for the years lost to Matt's terror, with the fear of what might happen if he fails. This is not just a man hunting an enemy. This is a man fighting for his family, his morality, and the life he has worked so hard to preserve. As Las Vegas lights flicker in the distance, Matt senses the approach of something he cannot control. A storm is coming, a reckoning unlike anything he's faced before. He can feel it in the air, the tension, the danger, the inevitability. And in Genoa City, Nick's eyes are set, unwavering, a man who has crossed the threshold from anger into action. The stage is set, the pieces are in motion, and when these two collide, it will be explosive. The showdown promises chaos, moral dilemmas, and emotional reckoning. Nick may be forced to confront his own darkness, to walk a line he never imagined crossing, and to make choices that will haunt him forever. Hello everyone and welcome to my The Young and the Restless official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Matt, cunning and dangerous, may finally discover that his luck has limits. And Adam, he may prove to be the unexpected variable in this final tense equation. Every shadow could conceal danger, every whisper could carry betrayal. Every heartbeat counts, and as viewers we are on the edge of our seats, witnessing a story where love, loyalty and vengeance collide in a storm that could change Genoa City forever. The question lingers in the cinematic air: who will survive? Who will pay the ultimate price? And when the dust settles, will Genoa City ever be the same again? The final chapter of Matt Clark is coming, and Nick Newman may be the one to write it.